Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 11th of September 2019 and we're going to reflect on Luke 6:20-26. Then Jesus looked up at his disciples and said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you who are hungry now, for you will be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you and when they exclude you, revile you, and defame you on account of the Son of Man. Rejoice on that day and leap for joy, for surely your reward is great in heaven, for that is what their ancestors did to the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe to you who are full now, for you will be hungry. Woe to you who are laughing now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when all speak well of you, for that is what their ancestors did to the false prophets." The Gospel of the Lord. I often have people ask me why those who don't believe in God and visibly lead immoral and decadent lives seem to be so happy having everything they need, while they, who are leading lives in obedience to God, struggle so much. I'm fairly certain that some of you, especially those who are struggling, have asked the question too. And Jesus points us toward the answer in today's passage. But before we get to that, however, I would like to postulate two things. One, just because somebody looks happy doesn't mean that the person is really happy. I have met enough people to know that they wear masks, and the happiness mask is one that is worn so often it is very easily slipped on. But behind that mask is very often a heart filled with pain and a mind filled with despair. 2. Sin never makes anybody truly happy. Like the mask, it provides an illusion of happiness, but the reality is something else. But you don't need me to tell you that, do you? You know this for yourself. Take a look at your life. It doesn't matter what sin you commit, it leads to pain, sometimes fleeting, sometimes very intense and long-lasting. And unless one's conscience is totally seared, this applies to all human beings, regardless of whether they believe in God or not. Now to what Jesus says. He's not cursing those who are rich or have plenty to eat, or to those who are generally happy. Believe me when I tell you, he would like to see all of us rich, full, and happy. He's saying that those who are short-sighted, concerned only with themselves and their own pleasures, unmindful of eternity, are cursed because they are choosing unwisely. By not looking towards God, they are damning themselves forever. From my own experience, I was an atheist for 25 years, I know that when we have everything, we have little need for God. It is when we don't have everything that we realize how much we need God and consequently look to Him for provision. Therefore, although it might seem like we lead a pretty miserable life now, that very misery draws us to Him and consequently to salvation, and that is why we are blessed. So, if you don't have everything but have God, take heart. Yours is the kingdom of God. May He bless you.